In this video, I'll show you how to set up the products and services list in QuickBooks Online. To get to the products and services list, click on the gear icon, go to Lists, and select Products and Services. Let's go ahead and set up an item for a service. Select New. Let's name this Consulting Services. We don't want to check this because we don't track this for inventory since it is a service. We do want to make sure that this is clicked. I sell this product and service to my customers. And this description is what will show up on your invoice. You can set up a rate. Let's say this is $50 per hour. And here's something very important. We need to make sure that this item is pointing to the correct account on your chart of accounts. What you want to do is make sure that you go to the income section and select the right account. You do need to make sure that your chart of accounts is set up and customized before you set up your products and services. In this case, we'll select Services Income. This box you will check only if your product and service is subject to sales tax, and here we'll assume that it is not. So we'll unclick that and select Save. Now you can see here where we have set up that consulting services item. Now let me show you how you use products and services on your invoices. I've already started an invoice. See here where it says product and service. When you select from the list, you will see the item that we just set up, the description that we set up for that item, and the rate. Keep in mind that you can always change the rate on an invoice. Let's go back to the products and services list and add more items. Now let's set up an inventory item. Select New, enter your inventory name, select I track quantity on hand for this product. We'll assume that your initial quantity on hand is 0. And here again, we need to select from our chart of accounts. This is correctly set to an inventory asset, just so you can see it on your chart of accounts. There it is. And here you have a couple of things you need to look at. One is the sales information. This is the description that you want on your invoice or your sales form. I'll just go ahead and copy and paste. Now I'll enter my sales price. Let's say that this is $5 per item. And I'll select from my chart of accounts, sales of product income, and we'll mark it that it is subject to sales tax. So this section on the left is for your sales information. The section on the right is for your purchasing information. This is what I want pre-filled when I buy it from my vendor. I'll go ahead and copy and paste the same description. Let's say that my cost is $250 and my expense account is cost of goods sold. Now I can save this item. Now let's assume that I want to edit an item. I'll select it and click Edit. Let's say that I want to call this Design Services instead. That I want to make my description Custom Design Services. And that my rate is really 77 instead of 75. And I can save it. And now you see the changes that I have made. If you have a lot of products and services that you need to enter, you can import them. So click on the gear icon, select Import Data, and then follow the instructions to import the data. You can use an Excel or CSV file to do so. And you can even download a sample file to see what you can import. Finally, you can make an item inactive. Let's say that we want to deactivate this item right here. Select it and click Delete. So that was our video on the products and services list. And remember that you do need to set up the chart of accounts first before you set up the products and services list.